For me, it's always a journey. It's always a continuation of who we are and with the house. But also, just playing on timeless classics, really, and looking at things that you have a memory attached to, and, looking at those British Savile Row and places where I've had my training and a large part of my design life, really. But, taking them and twisting them, creating new materials around a classic like a pinstripe or a flannel. But needle punching them and inserting circulars and inserting the feminine and kicks and looking at the balance of a garment and just playing, redirecting the way that you traditionally look at those things.
I love the shoes, the boots, they were very cool, and the hats, and the carpets, very cool. Sort of slightly asymmetrical. I think it was very good. Pinstripe, very British.
Stella McCartney has a very joyful approach to fashion and to life. I mean, it's just her going to her show. It's sunny, everyone's cheerful, the invitation's fun. I mean, the music's upbeat, but the fashion itself is full of color. And it started out, she made the best pair of pants that were ever made, and she's really branched out from there and made really distinctive looks that you'll see a lot of people wearing in the audience today. It's a really nice, happy sense of fashion.
Tomboy attitude everywhere, and it's interesting. I actually was with Stella in New York during her pre-fall collection, and she was talking to me about the importance of really kind of borrowing from the boys and taking great boyfriend ideas and incorporating them into a girl's wardrobe. And it continues onto the runway here in Paris, mixing pinstripes, wide, narrow, even plaids, which are a huge trend on every runway this season. And that whole idea of kind of a sportive chic or a little bit of a relaxed chic we're seeing throughout the season. A great little track pant, but done in a super comfy, cozy way, as only Stella can do it in rib knit. Really fun collection. I like that little flirty spirit of an asymmetrical flounce that was on many of the skirts. The idea of something that has just a little bit of movement to it, but still a real boyfriend attitude. I think a tomboy look is really important as we go into the fall season. I call it tomboy tough. You just do it with a little bit of a sassy attitude, and it makes it totally for a girl.
I mean, I think what Stella does so well is kind of do great wearable clothes that kind of girls want. It's also really elevated. You feel kind of like the cool girl in the clothes, and I think she brings like a street style. Sometimes it gets tiring to see a bunch of cocktail dresses, and it's so nice to see real clothes that you can actually wear on the street.
I thought it was great. I thought it was very cool for a modern woman. I love the elongated silhouettes and the stripes and the patterns, and very cool for the modern working woman, and very fresh take.
I just love Stella. She has such, I think it's her energy. She just has such a great energy, and she is Superwoman. She's a working woman and mother with 4 kids, and yet she can deliver this wardrobe that every girl wants to wear, and every woman just, every season we're looking at it from a press point of view, but we also want to buy it all and wear it all. She knows what's in here, which is great. She's wonderful.
It was fun, and I always have a little element of fun in the show. It's just sort of how I am. You can't take it all too seriously. So that was, but when looking at that was really about peeling back the layers of time, in a sense, looking again at that, the history, a sense of history, like, that idea of growing up in a bedroom as a kid and layering different moments of your life, and wallpaper really represents a change in people's taste and where they're at in life. So, you know, peeling that back and revealing and showing history in a sense. It's good. You want to have an understanding of what you're wearing.
Stella McCartney, I think, is just kind of a master at creating sporty pieces with an unusual twist or edge. I think she's also really influenced by modern art, and so often, you know, you see sort of color blocking and interesting shapes and things like that. And again, it's accessible because you can buy a t-shirt that kind of reflects the whole image of the collection as well, whether it's in a print or something like that. And then, you know, you can't discount the fact that she doesn't use leather, and that I mean, especially in Hollywood where I'm from, you know, that's really resonates with a lot of stars. So I think it's, you know, she's always got an interesting perspective.
I'm very proud of the fact that she's a great supporter of the environment. Yeah, she's always been that way. And even when she was first signed to Gucci, who are known for leather, she said she wouldn't do leather, you know, and that's a very strong stance for anyone to take, particularly when you're just starting out. So I'm very proud of her. She's a very good girl.
Yeah, a heavy shoe at the beginning. But, you know, for me, that's really important for attitude. It really grounds the look as well. You know, you can have a look and sometimes you just want to give it a weight, you know, and I think it's a real emotion as a woman. When you're wearing that stuff, you're a very different kind of person. And then also, you know, towards the end of the show, a very different woman, the wood veneering and the warmth of that woman, but this higher, more sensual shoe. So, you know, really, for me, it's the same woman because it's within all of us.